In today's video, we are going to share which online bank is better, Mercury or Bluevine. There are so many different online banking options now in 2024, but these are just some of the popular ones. We have a bunch of other videos on the channel that talk about some of the other popular options, so we'll be sure to leave those videos linked down below in the description. We'll also have the links to both of the banks down below in the description, and we do get a small referral fee at no additional cost to you if you decide to use our links. They really help support the channel and allow us to keep creating free content like this for you, so thank you so much in advance for using those links. In this video, we're going to share what online banking is, why you might need an online bank. Then we're going to discuss which option is going to be right for you and your specific situation. Now, before we go into an overview of both of these platforms, let's discuss what the purpose of online banking is and how it works. With online banking, you can often get higher interest rates than you would at a traditional brick and mortar bank because they have less overhead. In general, online banking has some of the same features as traditional banks. Now, some differences are that some online banks will not accept cash. You might have some additional fees in terms of ATMs, and depending on which bank you choose, you might have more options available that suit your specific business needs. Now that you know what online banking is, let's discuss the first platform here today, which is Mercury. Mercury offers business checking services aimed at startups. It also provides startup services like access to investor network and venture debt, as well as credit cards. Mercury does not provide services for sole proprietorships or trusts. On the other hand, Bluevine is a leading online banking platform that offers high interest checking accounts and flexible financial solutions tailored to fit the specific needs of your small business. Although these are both online banks, they're really geared towards completely different crowds. Let's first discuss some of the features that Mercury has to offer with their platform. As we stated earlier, Mercury focuses on startups. They offer a free business bank account, and Mercury Vault actually extends $5 million worth of FDIC insurance to the business bank account holders. You can also apply for venture debt if your business raised venture capital in the last year, and this is an 18-month loan interest only payment period. They also have an investor database that lists active seed and pre-seed investors. So if this is something that you're looking for and finding a community that has this type of information, then Mercury might be right for you. They also have a neat feature called Mercury Raise. This program allows you to pitch your business to established investors and founders. Let's talk about some fees associated with Mercury. The business checking account has no minimum deposit. There are no monthly fees, no overdraft fees, no ATM fees, but you do have to pay operator fees at ATMs if that applies to your specific situation. In terms of customer service, you can either email them or message them on your account, and they're only available from 6 a.m. to 5 p.m. on weekdays, which is a little bit of a downside. In terms of integration, they have easy access to products that you already use. These are things like Shopify and PayPal. Now that we've showed you some of the features of Mercury, let's briefly show you how to get started and sign up for an account. Go ahead and click on that link down below, and when you do, it should bring you to the Mercury landing page here. To get started, let's go ahead and enter our name here and our work email. Let's go ahead and create a password, and then we can start our application. Go ahead and give them the name of your company and click next. Then it wants you to put in your Mercury call sign. This is just going to personalize your bill forwarding email address. Go ahead and answer the question of if your company is any of the following. And once you've done that, it should bring you to the company info section here. Go ahead and enter your phone number, and you're going to have to enter your EIN number here as well. Next, go ahead and enter your company type and industry. You also want to add a company description, and if you have any major investors, you want to disclose them here. Next, go ahead and put in your company address, and then it's going to ask you where you do most of your work out of. So if this is your residential address, you should put that. Now it's going to ask us a little bit about ownership details. Go ahead and enter your job title and the ownership percentage that you have of your company. Once you've done that and you don't have any other people to add, you can click next. Next, it's going to ask you for some documents. It wants to see your formation document, so your articles of organization, and it wants to see your EIN document as well. Next, it wants to know if you will be sending or receiving money internationally. And lastly, at the end here, they just have some follow-up questions that you need to answer before submitting your application for review. Once you've done that, they should approve you within a couple days, and you should be all set up with your account with Mercury. We're not going to go into too much detail here about the entire platform because we have another video on the channel where we go more into depth about Mercury's platform. Be sure to check that out. We'll leave it linked down below in the description. Now let's talk about Bluevine. Bluevine, like we said earlier, is a leading online banking platform that offers high interest checking accounts and flexible financial solutions tailored to meet the specific needs of your business. Now, the interest rate on this account at the time of filming this video is only 2%. When compared to traditional banks, that's pretty good, but when compared to other online banks, it's really not that good. So just keep this in mind. They have no monthly fees, no overdraft fees, and no minimum balance requirements. They offer a business line of credit. This business line of credit boasts fast approval processes as well. They also have a bill pay service. This is going to facilitate quick and easy payment of all the bills that you need to pay for your business. They have a mobile banking option, so you can do everything on the go. They have ATM access to a large network of in-network ATMs, and they also have integration with accounting software like QuickBooks. Let's go a little bit more in depth and discuss the fee structures. No minimum balance requirements and no overdraft fee. They have a large access of free in-network ATMs, but if you do choose to go outside of that and use an out-of-network one, then you're going to pay a fee. Bluevine offers free ACH transfers, and for outgoing wire transfers, you may be charged. There are no debit card fees when you use their debit card. Let's talk briefly about their customer service. Their customer service team is going to be available via phone and email during business hours, and they have a couple different support channels. They have great response time and technical support as well. This will make sure that any issues you have with the online banking platform or the app are resolved. Now, before we get into telling you which platform is better, let's just briefly show you how to set up an account with Bluevine. Go ahead and click on that link down below in the description, and it should bring you to the Bluevine landing page here. Once you've done that, go ahead and click Get Started, and then we're going to enter our entity type and our name, email address, and phone number here. And lastly, just enter a password here. Go ahead and click Agree and get started. First, we just need to tell them a little bit about our business, so let's go ahead and put in our business address here, and our business phone number and annual revenue as well. Next, we can go ahead and pick our industry and sub-industry. And then if you have a DBA or doing business as, then you should say yes here. Next, it's going to ask us a little bit more about ourselves, like our home address, our date of birth, and our social security number. It also wants to know what percentage of the business we own. Next, go ahead and click continue. Then it's going to send a text to your number. Go ahead and get that verification code. Once you're done with that, click verify and continue. And the last thing you have to do here before getting your account approved is to have them send a link to your phone number. Now you're going to need to show them proof of identification through this link. Once you've done that and submitted it, then they'll get back to you in a couple days to have your account set up and ready to go. Now that we've discussed both platforms, let's discuss why you would choose Mercury and why you would choose Bluevine. Mercury is a great option if you are a startup. Mercury allows for multiple users on one account, and you can grant access to specific people for specific things. With Mercury Vault, you have up to $5 million of FDIC insurance. Mercury also offers large-scale startup resources. These are venture capital, their Mercury Raise program, where you can raise money from pre-seed and seed investors, and their investor database. These are all really neat features that many other platforms do not do. So why might you choose Bluevine? They boast a competitive APY, but it's really only competitive compared to traditional banks. At 2% at the current filming of this video, that's not very high when compared to other online banks. They offer access to lines of credit, which could be a great option if you think you need that. They also have low to no fees, except for ATMs that are out of network. They have a great bill paying service. If you're handling multiple payments, this could be a good option for you. And also the seamless integration with accounting platforms like QuickBooks is a great plus. So which bank is better for you? If you're in the startup space, then Mercury is a no-brainer. With their advanced tools that help you reach out to investors and raise capital, it's really a no-brainer if you're in the startup space. If you're a sole proprietorship or a trust, you're not going to be able to create an account with Mercury. So if that's the case, then Bluevine might be a good option for you. And that is all we have for you today in terms of our review of Mercury versus Bluevine. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see more content like this in the future, please leave us a like and subscribe down below. We're going to leave the link to all the resources that we talked about in today's video in the description, so be sure to check those out. Lastly, this channel is dedicated to providing entrepreneurs and business owners like yourself with free videos and tutorials like this one. Thank you so much for watching. We wish you the best on your entrepreneurship journey, and we will see you in the next video.